This Wresolen sweeps. That's it, that's the intro. Okay then, let's go over the set. So for this Wresolen, it is going to be a lot quicker than your average one, okay? Because for the personality, we are running very nimble. So it is going to be max speed and basically the quickest Wresolen you can imagine. We're running clumsy, because like I said, it's a Wresolen. We ain't using any range attacks on this one, okay? Foolish, because I'm probably going to use it to set up on melee attackers, so I don't want to drop melee defense, so I'm going to go foolish. For the item, running Brawler Essence, because 99 times out of 100, we're going to be clicking Adaptive Assault, so might as well increase that specific move, and it doesn't cost us any more energy. For the ability line, we're running Aggressive. Ace works for this strategy as well, but I think Aggressive works a little bit better, so I'm going to go for this one. Basically, every time that you get a KO, you get a +1 melee attack increase, which is very nice. For the moves line, running Adaptive Assault, just your strongest brawl type move that you have right now, and for a secondary effect, it has a higher critical hit ratio, so it is more likely to critical hit, which is actually really good for what we want it to do, okay? Blaze Punch so we can hit spirit types, most of Vesperado, but honestly, I was kind of tempted to swap this out for Stretch and just run Adaptive Assault, which yeah, I can't hit spirit types, but I can just take them out beforehand and then have Wresolen Sweep. Then we have Bulk Up. If I can set up Bulk Up, we're a lot more tankier, and we do even more damage, and we have Buck Up, okay? One of the new moves introduced, okay? So the strategy is, we go for a Buck Up, that increases our critical hit rate by +2, and because we have a high critical hit ratio move, it gives you another +1, which means, after a Buck Up, Adaptive Assault will critical hit 100% of the time, and then Blaze Punch is only 50%, because this doesn't have a high critical hit ratio, it's just flinch and burn chance, I think. So yeah, Adaptive Assault will always critical hit, which is really big boy damage. And then for the TPs, 200 speed tied with the very nimble lets me actually outspeed Infernix and nimble 200 speeds Salchi as well, which is kind of nice. I'll take it, okay? So we get outspeed Infernix, which is amazing, because a lot of them are actually being used right now, and I'm not really too sure why, but I mean, it is a really good Loomian. 200 melee attack to do as much damage, 68 energy at level 50, it gives you, I want to say 245 energy, which lets you go for a Buck Up, a Bulk Up, and then you have 200 energy left over, basically for like 5 Blaze Punches, or a mixture of these two, I guess. And then 32 health is just leftovers, and with that being said, let's get into the battle then. Okay then, hopping into the first battle, and this guy has almost an entire Gleaming team. He's got a random Dusky and a Teteb, so yeah, I mean, those are a little bit hard to get as Gleamings. I mean, Teteb, you have to rally for it, and it does take a while since it is a starter. Also, I actually haven't seen anyone really use an Amphitryon. I know that people want me to use one, but I have no idea how people actually run them, so if he brings it, that'd be kind of curious to see how it actually plays. Okay then, I'm going to go with this team. I'm going to lead off with the Himber because they don't have a fire type, and we're going to get those Icicle Traps right up. And that'll actually help with the Garabantis as well, because some people I think might run. Also, this is actually going to hit really, really hard, but I want my Icicle Traps up anyway. Please let me get these up. I think some people run a very robust Garabantis, but honestly, I don't really... That does a lot of damage. I don't think really that many people really run Garabantis anymore. I know it's like dropped. I still like using it. It's just like one of the better, like, well, I guess the best answer for Vesperado is just to, you know... Actually, I probably should go into Revenine here and get rid of the Tatab. I don't really want to step on Tatab. Eclipse is the best answer for Vesperado, but Garabantis, if you don't want to use Eclipse, I mean, Garabantis kind of works, unless it has Air Blade, and then you're kind of screwed, but yeah, I don't really like using Eclipse that much, unless my team is very, very weak to Dark. Not really light, because light type isn't exactly an amazing type in like Dark is, so yeah. Gonna go for the Withdraw, I'll take it. Into the Dusket. Not really sure about that. Actually, we should probably get rid of the Dusket. So I'm actually glad that he went into the Dusket here, because we can't really hit this thing with our critical hit machine, okay? So I'll just Shell Sprint to get rid of the Dusket, and then hopefully Wresolen now is good to go. So yeah, but basically, if I can get one Buck Up off, and basically it increases your critical hit ratio by 2, and then if you have like either an item which we don't have in the game, or a move that has also a higher critical hit ratio of like secondary effect, it gives you 100% guaranteed every move will be a critical hit. Blaze Punch I don't think has a chance to critical hit, or a higher chance of critical hit. I think it's just flinch and burn chance, so that one's still 50% chance gonna flinch, but I mean, hey, sounds pretty good. I'll actually sacrifice the Himber here. I'm sorry, Himber, but I kind of need Revenine just in case this goes bad. So yeah, I mean, it is really cool to use it. It's probably better if you use it with an ace one. I'm running the aggressive one because people want me to use an aggressive one, okay? So I thought, hey, why not do like twin one, okay? Easy peasy. I'll go for quick punch, why not? So yeah, that actually is going to be pretty darn good. And also, if I get my buck up off and I get a +1 from either like a bulk up or if I just get a KO, I'm already doing more damage than ace, so yeah. And if I get another KO, I'm going to do even more damage, because it is kind of tough on Wresolen to get multiple bulk ups off, especially on top of trying to get a bulk up off at the same time as well. So hopefully he hasn't got driving force. I'm really hoping he hasn't got driving force, so I'm going to go for the buck up straight away, and yeah, now we should be able to critical hit every turn. Okay, he has rejuvenate. I kind of want to go for a bulk up just so I can actually try and tank Gabantis and Tatab a little bit better, but I really don't want him to have driving force, so I'm actually going to just hit him. Never mind, I could have actually gone for bulk up there, but oh well. Here's the Garadrone. Not really sure about that one, but okay. See you later, Garadrone. You are straight up dead. And a critical hit. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So yeah, we will eventually get an item in the game that increases critical hit ratio as well. Something kind of like a scope lens, I guess, which eventually will be put into the game, and that'll be really cool on something like a marksman Wresolen, because for a marksman it increases your critical hit damage. So I think critical hit damage is usually like 1.5 times, so basically a 50% increase, and then marksman multiplies that 1.5 times by 1.5, which gives you like 2.25. So if we get like Wresolen with buck up and something like an item that increases critical hit like a scope lens, then you will always critical hit and your moves will do 2.25 times damage, which is a lot of damage. Do I outspeed this? Okay, nice. Either not TP trained or, I mean, actually Sagama one, it has to only be robust or nimble, so I got lucky with it, okay? This Wresolen's gonna kinda sweep. I like it. Also, yeah, very nimble. Not really sure if I actually would recommend it a lot, but I kinda wanted to test the very nimble, because it does outspeed Infernix, which, and Sorch, which is kinda nice, I'm not gonna lie. Adaptive Assault again. Let's go, man. Easy critical hit again. Okay, I don't know why I outsped the Tata, but I'll still take it, okay? I'm not going to complain about that. And there's another aggressive increase. Nice! This Wresolen sweeps. Dang. Okay, and Oxydric, how are you doing, man? Is this the last Loomian? Well, this one really well. Is this the last one? Yep, this is the last one. Okay, then. It was mostly just the Duskit that I didn't really want to fight, but once we got rid of the Duskit, Wresolen kind of went to ham, quite literally, and another critical hit. Oh boy, I'm so lucky, guys. Definitely not 100% critical hit rate. And there we are. I ended up with like, what, +4 melee tag there? Nice, we didn't even need the bulk up there.